Hey nerds, leave your feelings at the door, cause it's mob time.
What's going on, everybody? Okay, now let me put King in. I wasn't gonna put you in, friend, if you wasn't ready to go.
I didn't even know my camera was off. I was like, hold on, wait. Okay, I'm ready.
I got you.
And I'm queer, and it's Pride Month.
Period.
And Men's Health Month. Woo!
Oh
yeah. Well, you're man, aren't you, Galvin? Be
Hooray!
Happy.
Hooray!
Come on, roll us in, food. Roll us on in, friend.
All right, what's up? Let's do this one more time. What's up, y'all? And welcome to another Blur Mob production. I'm your host, Food, joined by my two co-hosts, Brian and King. As always, make sure you guys follow us on our social media platforms. We're on Instagram at the Blur Mob Pod. We're on Twitter at the Blur Mob. We're on Facebook at the Blur Mob Podcast, and we're on TikTok at the Blur Mob Podcast as well. If you're watching us on YouTube and this is your first time checking us out, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and hit those bell notifications for future uploads. And if you're checking us out on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button so you can be notified for the next time we go live. Unfortunately, Facebook has some new rules, so we are not able to go live on Facebook anymore until we reach 100 followers. So for all my Facebook warriors, like our page so we can get to 100 and so we can live stream to you guys again.
Facebook warriors being y'all's aunties, y'all uncles, y'all grandparents, all of them.
I'm on Facebook, so I'll be on there.
Just tell them, what's this is, baby? Nothing. I'm just trying to get my favorite podcast back on Facebook Live.
There we go.
But we have brought you all here today for another Versus Tuesday. We're going to be doing our first budget Versus Tuesday. We have $15 to build a team to defend Earth from an army of Viltrumite. So before I get into the rules and the logistics and everything, let's clear the air. Ryan, King, how you guys doing today?
I got to show y'all what I bought. I got new Funkos.
My new Funko over there, the Tamari one came in yesterday.
Oh, you got your Tamari?
Mm-hmm.
This Sasuke one.
Not y'all on here promoting Funko. Y'all ain't got no sponsorship.
He does this every episode.
It's not a promotion. It's a review. Product review. Why is there an echo?
Yeah, why is there an echo?
Gavin, where your headphones at?
You don't be on here with headphones.
Oh, this guy.
My bad. I gotta listen. Don't do that. I got a weather emergency. I just threw everything off. Just did
a weather emergency.
Oh no, it's the Amber Alert. No, it's the Amber Alert, friend. No, we just got an Amber Alert.
Oh,
somebody's child missing. It's a Jeep Compass. License plate LIU044. So if you see a Jeep, please get the baby.
If anybody in Nebraska is watching, save that kid.
Go get that baby. He said, I got a weather alert. I'm looking outside and it's sunny.
My bad. It's
somebody coming through. What weather alert?
He said, there's a tornado coming.
I was like, no, baby, we got to go in the basement.
My bad, John.
Look,
my bad.
Those Amber Alert. Those Amber Alerts be so coming out here. It really be parents having a dispute and like the dad or the mom will kidnap the kid. That'd be half of them. Or it'd be the grandparents because the parents might be like addicts, which is a
okay. But yeah,
we have lost the plot.
How y'all doing? How you doing, King? How you doing?
I'm good. Just working. Being young, being a man during Men's Health Month.
Being a man.
Being queer during Pride Month.
Be a man.
And I'm gonna be black during Juneteenth. But you know how like all those powers come together on that day? Being black, queer, and a man on Juneteenth. That is, ooh.
I can't think of something for all of them. I was trying to throw signs for each
Let's
one.
I thought he was gonna start doing that Naruto stuff, and I was thinking like, okay.
Let's not. We're gonna leave
He
it.
said he
Koton.
Are you about to
Oh man, but the summer is here. It's here for real. It was hot. I like that. It was hot. Oh
yeah.
I love it though. I love it though.
I don't know if I love it, but we're gonna see.
What's y'all version of hot? Because y'all don't get triple digits out there, do it?
It will get 101, 103. We look up, it'll be one something up here. Don't play. I'm gonna get they cooks up here now.
It does get in the 90s though. It gets. I would agree with King. It get up there though. It get up there.
Okay.
It get up there. It was hot today. I sat in my car and that temperature thing said 100 and something. I was like, whoa.
But it's a difference than the southern heat because the southern heat has humidity. Ain't nothing in here blocking no sunlight and beans. We just baking.
Yeah.
And it's horrible.
No grease,
nothing,
no butter,
no breeze,
oil.
no little oil, no water.
We just throwing eggs on the concrete.
Hoping it's a non-stick pan.
Nah, this is sticky. You gonna be scraping me.
Yeah.
Off the pavement. But yeah. Okay. So, just to bring it back to the Versus Tuesday. So if you've been following us on the socials, we announced this last week. This is our first budget Versus Tuesday. So if you're checking this out, let us know how you felt about it. Let us know if you want to see us do some more. So here we go. Here's the scenario. So the U.S. government has informed you that Omni-Man and an army of Viltrumites are headed towards Earth. Their goal is to dominate the planet and force Earth's people to join the Viltrumite Empire. With $15, build a team to stand against the Viltrumites. You have 24 hours before they arrive. Do whatever you can to protect Earth and its people. So
I'm leaving. Am I rich? Can I go to Mars?
You're not gonna have no time. You know how long it takes to travel to another planet, Ryan? They're literally gonna see your spaceship and punch you out of orbit.
Yeah,
I'm joining Viltrum. I'm bending the knee. House of the Dragon coming back. I'm bending the knee.
Oh, you bending the knee, so you doing the bending.
You set yourself up for that. You did. You set yourself
it's Pride Month. It's Pride Month. You right.
Yeah, happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
You set yourself up for that. But before we get into the rules of how we're going to do this budget versus Tuesday, let's go ahead and look at the lineup, just in case some people are not aware of the characters on this screen. So starting with the $1 row, we got Ra's al Ghul, Green Arrow, Mystique, Killmonger, and Dr. Octopus. On the $2 row, we got Bane, Colossus, The Thing, Deadpool, and Winter Soldier. On the $3 row, we got Green Lantern, Batman, Iron Man, Deathstroke, and Captain America. On the $4 row, we got Starfire, Batman, Iron Man. I done read the same row twice. My bad. Starfire, Raven, Lobo, Spider-Man, and Quicksilver. I just like short-circuited for a minute. I was like, didn't I already seen you? Yeah. On the $5 row, we got Doomsday, Supergirl, Black Adam, Doctor Strange, and Rogue. And on the $10 row, we got Superman, Wonder Woman, Darkseid, Thor, and Captain Marvel. So you did not know who those characters were before today. Now you know. So to get into the rules, we're going to do this similar to the tier list. We won't be doing our 60 seconds. We're just going to go down the row or our little side over here. Everybody's going to list out their team and why they chose those people. And then we're going to go straight into the back and forth to see whose team can defend their Earth from an army of Viltrumites. So, y'all want me to go first? Or
you're not going to tell the people how we came to get these characters? I know because some people thinking like, where is so-and-so? Where is so-and-so?
Yeah.
They
like, okay, so here we go. Gotcha. Behind the scenes. This is behind the scenes.
Killmonger here and not T'Challa.
Yeah.
So what happened? We made a very long list of DC characters and Marvel characters, but of course, everybody can't go on this list, and we have to have a good amount of Marvel versus DC. So we put all of the characters in a random list generator, and it spit out the first 15 characters for DC and Marvel. So these are the people who made it out of the list. So if you're looking for Storm, Black Panther, where's
Mr. Fantastic,
Mr. Fantastic,
The Flash,
the Flash, where they all at? They got left. They didn't make it.
they in the bracket, the generator.
They in the website. That's where I left them. They in the website.
That's where they at.
So, King, you want to start us off?
Oh, y'all was want me to go.
On Earth King, who do we have defending from the army of Viltrumite?
So that's what we gonna do.
Let's do the math too.
I got $15.
Right.
That's not a lot of money.
Right.
Then if you look at how we set up the list, like I was thinking about overdrafting, because y'all didn't say we couldn't overdraft.
Don't do that.
And I just
don't come in here with no loopholes.
That did come up in my head. I was like, don't let somebody come up in here like Black Adam, 3 of them. No.
Yeah, overdraft. Like, no, I'm just playing. But with my $15, my first pick is going to be Superman. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's 15 minus 10? That's $5.
Yeah.
So my remaining $5 is going to go with Doctor Strange. And let me explain why. This is how we're going to set it up.
Set it up. Set the stage.
Omni-Man sending a message, running his mouth, yapping to the President of the United States. Talking about y'all got 24 hours before we pull up in red, or y'all going to have to bend down to us, or you know what it is. And whoever the president is, like, nah, we don't do that. We don't get down like this. So he called up Superman and Doctor Strange. So first of all, we're going to give Doctor Strange 2 tasks before. You got 24 hours to do one of 2 things, if not both. If you can't do both of these things, do at least one.
Right.
Doctor Strange, we need you, first of all, to figure out some type of magic, spell, rune magic that will dampen anybody's powers that is not Earthborn. Superman, we're going to come back to you. We're going to come back to you. And when I say dampen their powers, I'm not going to say dampen their powers, dampen their physical abilities. So they're not as strong and as fast as they would be if he didn't do this magic. That's it. We're just going to dampen their physical abilities of anyone that is not Earthborn.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing, Dr. Strange, we need you to do, we need you to go realm to realm, universe to universe, maybe call up Wanda and find that damn dark hole. We need you to get that dark hole and turn your fingers black. We need you. I know what it costs, but we need you right now. Strange. We need you to do those 2 things. Can you do that for me? He'd be like, okay, bet, I'm going to do that. Superman, listen, if Strange can get this magic up working, you're not going to be as strong and fast as you usually are. But stay with me, Superman. Hold on. You still have your other powers, because remember, his magic only dampens physical abilities. So you still got your laser beams, your ice breath, and whatever else Superman do that's not picking up and throwing stuff. So you still can fly. You can still do all of that. But you're just not as strong. So that just brings him, the Viltrumites, down on a similar level, but also they're not as strong. So now we can tap into the government side. Now we can get the governments of the world to come together and put their troops on the ground. Because now the Viltrumites are as strong as they were. Now they're vulnerable to our attacks. So now we're going to bring out the troops to back up Superman and Doctor Strange with heavy artillery. We're talking about missiles, guns, rifles, grenades, because that magic is going to dampen their physical abilities, so they're not as strong as they used to be. So now they're more pervious to our normal human attacks, as well as Superman after doing his big one. Doctor Strange then did his big one. He got his dark hole. The magic worked. Now he after doing his big one. And the Viltrumites either going to have to die or have to get the fuck on. And that's my plan for Earth King.
Okay. So King just got Superman and Doctor Strange. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It's my $15. And if It's all gonna go to plan. That's in my perfect world. All went to plan, and they had to get on down. The Viltrumites had to, back on up.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's it for me. That's who I picked: Superman and Doctor Strange.
All right. All right. With my $15, I'm not as much of a comic book enthusiast as my co-host here today, but when I did a little bit of googling, I saw that Supergirl in some canons is indeed stronger than Superman. So with my first $5 out of that 15, I'm picking her to hold off the front lines in the beginning to fight off the Viltrumites. I would assume that the strongest Viltrumites is probably similar strength to Superman. So I feel like at least on some one-on-one, she can hold it down and she'll be our first line of defense. Next up, from the $4 row, I pick Starfire. That's $9. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to why. One, I needed a little bit of strength, but I needed it to be $4 for the rest of the money I was about to spend. So I picked Starfire out of that line. I don't. I didn't think Spider-Man was stronger than her based on what I saw, and according to Food, Raven actually sucks in the comics compared to the rest of the Teen Titans show. So I was like, okay, I'm picking Starfire. She seemed to be decently strong, stronger than most humans, and she can fly and got some powers. And then for the remaining $6 out of my 15, I picked Iron Man and Batman. My thinking for that was they have access to a lot of resources, a lot of weaponry, intelligence. We have a detective versus like a weapons specialist. And my plan was one, they could organize the government and be able to get people into like vaults, domes to try to protect themselves, some bases underground, whatever they can. And hopefully if they can work together with the government, if they did research on the Viltrumites, since they're semi-familiar, maybe they can think of a special weapon that can actually go against them. Maybe they can find a way to weaken them. And with two of the some of the biggest brains in these comic book universes working together and also having like some suits, some machinery, some weapons in the background to help out Supergirl and Starfire, I thought that would be a pretty balanced team. And if it got down to it where we needed folks to escape, Iron Man with his AI, Batman with his like Bat family, if not the Bat family, his resources, I feel like we could get the humans to safety and try to figure out a way to defeat the Viltrumites.
Not the humans. He said like a Viltrumite and get the humans to safety. All right. So you said Batman, Iron Man, Starfire, and Supergirl. That's what you got. All right.
Okay.
So on Earth Food, with my $15, we're gonna start with. I got 24 hours, so we're gonna start with the king of prep time, Batman. He got the money, all them little gadgets, and he has went toe-to-toe with Superman. And Omni-Man is basically Superman without the laser beams and all that other stuff. So he got experience off jump. For my next person I'm getting is Green Lantern. He's going to the front lines. He meeting them folks in space at the gate. And he gonna, do what he can out in space before they even touch atmosphere. And then with his resources, with the whole Green Lantern Corps, yeah. My last $9, not nine. My last $9, I'm getting Raven and I'm getting Doctor Strange. And them two magic mojos, because Superman, other than kryptonite, Superman's other weakness is magic. So we going basically calling these Viltrumites Superman clones with no laser beams. I'm putting them two magic folks in the room. Raven, you call your daddy, or you put them in another dimension. Doctor Strange, you do your spells and stuff. And if we mess up, that's fine. Pull out that time stone. We're going to reverse. We're going to Dormammu, I came to bargain, and we're going to get this right. So with Doctor Strange and that time stone, we have an unlimited amount of chances to get this right. Raven on the back end with the dark magic stuff that she knows how to control, because I don't trust Doctor Strange in that dark hole, but I trust Raven with that dark magic stuff.
Okay. So you don't trust my boy Strange in the dark hole?
No.
I do. I trust him with
Wanda cut up with that book just because she wants to see his kids. This man right here, if we want to go off of MCU lore, if we want to go off what happened in the What If series, how bad he cut up just to save his girlfriend from dying in a car accident.
Well, imagine he saving his girlfriend the whole world. He gonna cut up on them Viltrumites. That's what we need. We don't need to play with them. You see how the
We can
Viltrumites
hope.
I'm not. Look, but
I would not deal
that's
with
my team.
Strange.
That's my team though. Batman, holding down on he on the street. He's street team. Batman street team. Green Lantern going out to space, and I need Raven and Doctor Strange to put that magic stuff together and show them boys something. And I feel like if we all in a perfect world, they might not even make it to Earth.
Okay. I like how you and me both went for a 4-person setup. Galvin went for that $10 bracket. I ain't mad at it though.
I just feel like
Because once I got Strange and what I want him to do, anybody else was in anything else. I was like, what if Strange do what he got? First of all, Strange get that dark hole. Everybody else can sit the hell down.
But let's review everybody's teams before we go into the back and forth about everybody's teams. So Galvin chose Superman and Doctor Strange. Ryan chose Supergirl, Starfire, Iron Man, and Batman. And I chose Doctor Strange, Raven, Batman, and Green Lantern. So now let's get into it. Galvin, I don't trust that man with that dark hold. I don't trust him.
And that's why he's on Earth King. He gonna do what he gotta do on this side. I would rather deal with the aftermath of dealing with Doctor Strange in that dark hole than dealing with them fucking Viltrumites taking over Earth. If I had to choose between the two,
that might be
deal with Strange.
That might be even worse though. Cause like
deal with Strange. Cause what if he don't do that though?
Think about like what Sinister Strange, like if we just want to touch lore on Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange without the dark hole causing courage on another universe. Who knows, he'll get this dark hole cut up, and now that the whole universe, the Viltrumites, the universe is crumbling inside itself. Because you didn't get.
But who's to say he's gonna do that though?
Who's to say he's not gonna do that?
Give me some lore background and why. Give me some lore. Why does the dark hole mess with Superman?
Superman is one of his vulnerabilities is magic. Superman he can't do nothing against magic beings. Like if we want to go to the Injustice comics, they had a whole book about how Batman gathered all of the magic characters together because that's like one of Superman's biggest weaknesses. Like he has nothing against the magic folks. So if we saying Superman here with all his powers and abilities, no holds bars, and the Viltrumites are right here, and this man can't do nothing against magic, what they gonna do against magic?
Okay. And the dark hole basically does what? Teleports to another dimension.
The dark hole is basically a demon entity in a book, and it's dark magic. It's real dark magic, and you could do some things with it because if you remember Multiverse of Madness, what Wanda was doing when she got a hold of that book. So, I mean, the road to hell is led with good intentions. I feel you.
We getting Strange to that dark hole. I'm not giving,
and that's why I didn't pick no villains. That's why I didn't pick any. I didn't pick any villains on this list because I don't trust y'all to, see it through. I feel like as soon as something hit the fan, or as soon as one of them Viltrumites tell them something worth of interest, it's done.
I was gonna say, is there someone up on here who could brain control the mind control the villains? But we ain't got Professor X.
Doctor Strange with that dark hole. What are you saying? He got
the magic folks. Raven can do the same thing. The magic folks.
How much prep do they need for that? They got to get like they whole like ceremonies while the folks in front of them.
I don't know how So the thing about Doctor Strange going through so if we're talking about Doctor Strange and Raven at their peak, I don't think it's gonna take them that long to get something together.
Yeah, fair.
But if we going back to King's thing, if Doctor Strange got to start traveling through some universes looking for this dark hole. I don't know how long it's gonna take him, because if he end up getting the dark hole and is with somebody, he gotta fight them. Then what if he don't make it back in the 24 hours? He's stuck in another universe looking for.
But I feel like with the two tasks that I gave Strange, I'm almost certain that Strange gonna do that magic before he leaves this universe. He gonna make sure that magic barrier that I asked him to pull up gonna be here before he leaves.
So the magic barrier first.
He gonna set that up.
So you're expecting the barrier to hold him back.
He's
with knowing Strange his mind, he's not gonna want to go look for a dark hole and worry about the barrier. He's gonna want to.
Who said he want to leave it all? It's him and Superman. And you gonna send out on your 2 people team. You finna send the one person out to traverse the universe for a book.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because he know what they all know what it said. You act like these people didn't know what it said. Wanda knew exactly where to get that book from. Doctor Strange know where to get that. They just don't want to get it. They know what they do, but they know where to get it from. If they need it, they can go swoop down and grab it. But they just don't want it.
If we going off of WandaVision, Wanda stole that book. We don't know where she stole that book from Agatha.
If Doctor Strange really want to know where that book at, he can go get that book.
He gotta fight. He gotta fight Wanda to get the book.
No,
he might have to fight anybody. It's 2 possibilities.
The hardest part in that is convincing him to go get it. I think that would be my toughest battle because he's not gonna want to go fuck with that book. I have to convince him to go get that book because he gonna know. If I'm for sure, he's gonna know where to go find that book at. But
think about this though. What if? Because you remember in Infinity War, Doctor Strange wasn't taking that Thanos thing seriously until Thanos showed up and told them what's up. So what if you and him arguing for the 24 hours of prep time and he don't decide to go get the book until the Viltrumite show up and crack Superman in his jaw?
So I'm gonna say use your time stone and look at the next future. Look at the next. You ain't gotta look at
what was that stuff he was doing when he was in there?
All the time, the Viltrumites gonna come eat our ass up. So I need you, Strange. I need you. Listen.
I feel you. What if he said he got some? I just don't trust. I just don't trust him in that book. I don't trust him in that book.
If Doctor Strange tell me
that he not getting that book,
that he don't want, he might look at me and say he don't want to fight.
Oh,
will he do that?
I would say I feel like I'm telling you, he's not gonna take it seriously until them Viltrumites come down and start punching people in the jaw.
I'm just gonna have to convince him to come listen. Matter of fact, you ain't even gotta go get the book. I'm gonna say, matter of fact, can you go find Wanda for me? Can you please go see where she at?
That's crazy. And she might not even be in the right mind. But hold on. We gonna come back to you. I have a question about Ron's team. I'm gonna be real with you, Ron. I love Starfire down to death, but she wasn't a good. I do not think she should. I do not think she is strong enough to handle the. I do not think she is strong enough to handle the.
No, I do not.
But my thing is the scary part about your team for me is that it's an army of Viltrumites. Like, yeah, Supergirl gonna handle some of them. She gonna get a good licks in. Mm-hmm. But what happens when they overpower this young lady?
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking because I'm watching the Invincible show. I haven't read the full comics, and I'm thinking the same way how in this current season they're like, oh, there might be a special weapon or something like that. Not saying they can just travel the entire universe and find it for sure, but I'm praying that if they own Earth, it's the world of Invincible. Maybe Cecil can give them some background knowledge. Maybe Markton told them something, and maybe they can figure out some type of weapon, what chemicals, what stuff off the periodic table they need to make it. That's literally
what you need. What you need Iron Man to do, and I'm surprised you didn't say this. You should have had that man pull out them Hulk busters.
Yeah.
That too. I was thinking all his suits could be out there. Like from what was the movie in Iron Man 3 when he had all them suits coming
Send
out?
them to space.
Yeah.
They gonna tear through the machines though, I'm telling you. But it will slow them down. If you send all them suits, all them Ultron, them Ultron bots, all them Iron Man suits, them Hulk busters, and whatever else he got, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like Iron Man and Batman's money. maybe they can build up some more weapons just to hold them off. I know they can definitely try to
I
get
feel like you
some
should
civilians
use.
to escape.
I feel like you should use Starfire for long range attacks because she got them beams.
Yeah, they get
Mhm.
close up on her. They might go
Yeah,
2-piece her real quick.
I just see her knocking her jaw loose. I just see them knocking her jaw loose, and I
And
love.
when I
Didn't they cut her in half in that animated
Yeah,
TV,
when
man?
Darkseid, the Apocalypse movie, they ripped her in half.
see, and I ain't gonna
That's
lie,
not funny. That's
when
not
I was
funny.
doing research on Starfire, they was like she is so inconsistent with strength because I'm like,
She
okay, what
is.
is Starfire's strength? Like, is she super strong or is she like
It's
just
very
alright?
it's very inconsistent. Like in the comics, like in the 1980s comics, like she's strong. And then when we get to Teen Titans, she's strong, but she just not showing off her strength like that. Like she'll throw a car. It was one episode they had Starfire cut up and throw a car, and she didn't do that for the rest of this
Right.
4 seasons of Teen Titans.
And that's what I'm thinking. Like when I was looking at the rest of them, I was like, I don't want Quicksilver. I don't need someone who's just fast because the Viltrumites are fast too. Spider-Man, I'm assuming ain't no stronger than Starfire. And I didn't think about the magic. Now I'm almost like if I was to make a substitute, I would sub Starfire for Raven and try to utilize her magic, get Trigun up in there. I don't know.
The magic folks gonna get it. So when King said Doctor Strange, I said, yeah, we on the same page.
Yeah, we need him to do his big one.
Because I just feel like that's gonna be the one thing the Viltrumites
Gonna
not
expect,
get. It's magic. I feel like they gonna expect us to bring some people to fight them on the front lines because their whole thing is about exhibiting strength, being who's the strongest. Survival of the fittest.
Superman.
They gonna be expecting you to send Supergirl in her little skirt. You're Earth's champion. Yeah, they gonna be expecting that. So I'm finna put.
She gonna knock that first Viltrumite draw.
That's what I'm saying. But
and that first one.
Yeah, she gonna get a couple. She's going to get a couple of y'all. She's gonna get a couple of y'all. But my thing is, it's an army. My whole thing is, it's an army of Viltrumites. Not 5 of them just showed up. It's an army.
Here's my one loophole. You ain't said the Viltrumites just came to murder everybody. If they just want to make Earth their planet,
if they don't submit, from what we know from Invincible,
if you don't submit,
do not submit to the Viltrumites, what happens?
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping Iron Man and Batman will be like, hey, let's just submit and give ourselves.
That's gonna be Iron Man.
We're gonna investigate.
That's gonna be Iron Man.
That's gonna cause turmoil on your team because Batman not gonna want to do.
Batman not gonna want to give up. Batman fought Superman in the Injustice universe for 5 years. 5 years. He fought one of the most powerful beings on the for 5 years. He brought out the main team. He brought out the magic people. He brought the Greek gods into this. He fought that man for 5 years.
So you don't think Batman would agree with Iron Man and be like, all right, they whoop Supergirl ass. Let's hold out. Let them take over and then.
I don't think they would trust. I'm going to be real honest with you. I do not think they would trust each other.
It get that. It does.
I don't think they would trust each other.
Tony is very cocky. Batman not really cocky. Tony is very cocky.
Batman don't trust nobody to begin with. So he wasn't gonna trust him out the gate.
And I feel like Tony gonna be intimidated because every time I feel like if Tony meets somebody that's just as smart and like got as much money as him, he gonna feel like trying to puff his chest out and outdo Batman. You know, he real showy and cocky.
I'm hoping that save Cecil or somebody's there. They're gonna be like, hey, either we all submit, we all die, or y'all figure out a plan C to make this work. That's what I'm hoping. Supergirl can hold them out. Starfire.
I feel like Iron Man. I feel like with you having Batman and Iron Man on your team, I feel like their first priority is getting the people somewhere else.
Yeah.
While Supergirl and Starfire fighting for their lives on the front line, let's get everybody somewhere. And once they get everybody in a secure area, now let's bring out the big guns. Because Batman, both of them got big guns.
That's what I'm thinking.
They got some heavy stuff, but I feel like they should get everybody to safety first, then turn around and bring out the stuff.
What's Batman's like arsenal?
Starfire can hold up that long though.
Well, they got 24 hours. So if they start the initial 24 hours with evacuating everybody, just getting that across, then then they got to how long it took to get everybody alert all of the world governments that hey, this finna go down. So while they getting the message out, by the time they get the message out and everybody getting their evacuation plans together, they got all the leftover hours of the 24 hours, and then however much time Starfire and Supergirl can buy them. But at that time, it's crunch time. So if y'all ain't got if y'all ain't got no plan, if y'all ain't got no plan by the time Supergirl throw that first punch at a Viltrumite, y'all done. It's through.
Look, or since Supergirl looks human, look, I take one for the teen girl, join the Empire, have a kid, you look human enough, and come back a few years later.
But they not supposed to do that. But they're not supposed to do that.
I thought they can do it if they like human, like if they have similar genes to human to themselves as Viltrumites, they'll take in Supergirl.
Yeah, they'll want to lay with Supergirl.
They'll take her down through there. And then if they
Supergirl.
That's what I'm saying. If they conquer an Earth, maybe we just got to play the long game. Hey, for a few years, y'all gotta be some slaves.
Not you bought that girl to sell her to the Viltrumite.
No, it's just backup. It's just a backup plan.
That's so crazy.
Strong ass babies that were made. Kryptonian and Viltrumite blood together,
and they're coming back. And they're coming back here to get you specifically. And they're coming back to get you specifically.
Look, I'm hoping Supergirl loved the humans enough where she's like, we gotta do this. No. I'm gonna raise my kid up and we're gonna fight.
The way that I've seen Supergirl written across like movies and stuff, I think she would rather than go.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious.
She'll probably swallow some kryptonite before she go with them people.
Yeah, crunch on it. I'm not.
Losing her strong.
I will say though, only thing I was thinking about with my team is if Strange go back and say he can't find it, then I still think we'll be cool because his magic arsenal is so deep. He's the Sorcerer Supreme, so even without the Darkhold, he can do that magic.
Your problem is gonna be if they get past Superman.
See, and you know what? And no one. So if the magic work, Superman he'll last a good minute. If the magic work and they physical strength is damping down all the way, Superman will hold up for a little while.
But he's still gonna get tired. He can still get tired, even though we all at the same level. He can still get tired, or even when he got his laser beams and his ice breath. What if somebody punch his eyes out?
But they're not as strong, so they
can still punch. Human beings can punch somebody to where they cannot see.
And is Superman going to be willing? Is Superman going to be willing to kill? He's gonna have to. Because them Viltrumites ain't going to hold back a single punch.
I think my thing is, I think Superman is going to hold back at first. He's going to be the Ye-Old Boy Scout that we know and love, and when it get heavy, he's gonna have to pull out the stops. This is basically gonna be him versus like an army of Doomsdays. And if you've seen the first movie, the second movie, and read the comic book, that ain't end well for Superman.
I'm surprised you ain't pick Supergirl, Galvin, because you was the one who even mentioned that she's stronger than Superman.
Listen, Kara Danvers is the name they gave her in the CW live action. And she's strong, but
Kara Zor-El.
I picked Superman over Supergirl because Superman's battle IQ is high.
Well, if you want to go off Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, she beat Darkseid in a one-on-one.
She did turn up and beat Darkseid.
Mm-hmm.
At the end.
And I think Darkseid could take the Viltrumites.
I think so. What is he on here?
Yeah, but I didn't pick him because, first of all, Darkseid's not even from Earth. I'm definitely not picking you. You're not even from here.
But some of those villains, their anger can be refocused because he might be like, I'm trying to take over Earth, and the Viltrumites like, we trying to take it.
But give me one other than that. I feel like he is not. But my thing, okay, but then that goes against the scenario. The scenario said that we have to do whatever we can to defend Earth's people. That man in the middle of that $10 row is not going to satisfy that bottom criteria. They will decimate the Earth before he decides to save somebody.
Yeah.
He will throw a Burger King before he go save somebody.
Okay.
I was also thinking about Captain Marvel too, because she good with fighting space people, extraterrestrial beings. So she might
My
have ran across a Viltrumite or two in her day flying through
The
space.
only reason I picked Green Lantern over Captain Marvel is because with Green Lantern, with his whole wheel thing, like he can make at his peak the potential of Green Lantern. He can make anything his mind comes up with. So if he wants to make a super wall that blocks the earth from the Viltrumites and make it like the heart, like they gotta like punch that junk to their knuckles bleed. He can do that.
So let's look at your team: Doctor Strange, Raven, Batman, and Green Lantern. When you say Green Lantern's peak, how does that peak get achieved? Like he just got to
He
be
gotta
like
have the
super
strongest will. He gotta have these strong. So Green Lanterns, their power runs on will. So if this is 24 hours, we putting you on the front line. You are what stands between Earth and the Viltrumites. You better get it. He better get it together and hold
What if he
that
lose the
line.
will to live? What if he?
Then
That's what I'm saying, like,
that's what the magic. But
he see one
what,
Viltrumite
listen,
get through.
You didn't hear my plan though. I'm sending him to the front first, so he can hold them off as long as he can. And it's when they break that wall, then it's time to kick in Raven and Doctor Strange.
Okay.
I'm not putting Raven and Doctor Strange are my heavy hitters, but I'm not putting them up first. I'm sending the Spaceman first.
And elaborate on why Raven, because when it comes to her magic,
dark magic. I don't trust Doctor Strange with the dark magic, but I trust her with.
But
the
you
dark
trust
magic.
Raven with the dark.
That's
magic.
her whole thing. That's her whole thing, dealing with the dark magic inside of her. That's her whole thing.
But didn't you tell me in the comics she's actually sorry in comparison to how Teen Titans presented her?
In the 1980s, when it came to fighting, yes. But when it was time for her to use that magic stuff and that whole Trigon situation, which they adapted in the animated series, she cut up real bad. And even if we don't want to go off the 1980s, if we want to look at the animated series and the way that they write her now, yeah. I watched a whole Death Battle episode for Raven versus Dark Phoenix, and Raven won.
Okay.
That's a nasty when it comes to that magic, that's a nasty young lady. Second point, in the Injustice series, when Batman had brought out all those magic folks, they had to tie her down because that was the only defense that Superman had against all the magic people, and they had to tie her down, and they knew they only had a limited amount of time because when she came out, they were going to be done. That's a nasty lady when it comes to that magic stuff. That's a nasty lady.
Okay.
So Doctor Strange do his good magic stuff, whatever he got going on. He's not getting that book.
Yeah, he gonna have to get the book with me. He gonna have to get in that book.
So same thing you proposed to King. Doctor Strange don't want to get the book, or he can't find the book. He can't beat the other person with the book.
He's not getting the book. I don't want him to get the book.
I want him to get the book.
King wants him to get the book. I don't want him to have the book. I already got my dark magic user.
Okay, so he just there to support and also use his magic.
Yeah.
Doing his little fingers and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if he has the time stone, really what I want, if he has the time stone, if we're using MCU Doctor Strange with the time stone, that's what I really want him for. So if we mess up, start over.
He said, you know what? Plan B. Plan C. Shoot. Plan D.
So for 24 hours, I'm gonna be like, hey Batman, this is Doctor Strange. He knows
why
how
you
to
ain't
revert
pick
time.
Why you pick Diana Themyscira, fool?
For the I
thought that was your grad. I thought that was your grad.
But it's an army. It's the same reason why I was arguing about Ryan about why he sent, and the same reason I argued with you about why y'all sent Superman and Supergirl to the front lines. I am confident that Wonder Woman can handle a couple of them Viltrumites, easy money. But it's an army of Viltrumites. And on the back end, we have the other criteria that we got to protect the people of Earth. So as soon as she gets overpowered, until they, rock her brain a little bit too much, they're coming. Or who's to say while they don't come up with a plan where 50 of them go fight Wonder Woman and the other 50 go head off the Earth. Now she distracted.
So if you're thinking is that because of Raven's magic, she's basically like this ultimate being. What is her weaknesses? Like, what's her drawbacks? Because it's like,
I mean, does it matter? They won't know that.
like, how you don't think they could overpower her? So you're thinking like
My
a couple
whole thing,
hundred Viltrumites.
what I want them to do, what I want my magic users to do, I don't even want them to touch the Viltrumites. Send them to another dimension, put them at Doctor Strange, do the little mirror thing, put them in the little mirror dimension, like whatever you can to get them out. I don't want them to touch it. I don't want them to touch it. My plan is they don't touch the Viltrumites. Use all that magic to get them somewhere else.
Okay, so you're like, I ain't trying to necessarily defeat him. I just want to get him up out of here. Batman's on backup in case people get hurt. He gonna save them. Raven and Doctor Strange teleport them somewhere.
Right. Or like with King's thing, like if King, when he was explaining his first plan for Doctor Strange, if y'all got a spell or something that can diminish these people's powers, that can delude them into thinking they're not as strong as they are, or if you can delude them into fighting each other in space,
something,
let's do that. So I feel like if they can get that magic stuff together, because I feel like I haven't seen anything in Invincible that proves this wrong. I feel like they don't have anything. The Viltrumites have anything for magic users.
Because I don't really see that many magic users in Invincible for real.
Right. So this is going to be unknown territory for them.
Fair.
And by the time they figure, and I feel like by the time they even think to figure something out, we're gonna be done. It's over with.
Yeah, they didn't cut up.
Are we also assuming, since this is Earth and it's the Viltrumites, are we assuming that everybody in Invincible is alive? Like all the heroes, Cecil and all of them are there?
Well, we said the U.S. government, so it seems like we're working for the president.
Okay.
I noticed that y'all didn't say deploy the troops like I did.
Well, because
I have soldiers.
I don't want them to touch. My plan. I feel like on Earth Food, deploying the troops is the last resort.
In my plan, them soldiers put on some of Iron Man suits and he's sending them out there.
Yeah, they gotta hit that.
Yeah, Batman sending out some weapons.
I would say they help with. I would rather them help with the evacuation and protect the people. Like be the very, very last line of defense, not the first line of defense.
That's why I said put that spell to weaken the Viltrumites for my Earth, because at that point now we got to fight change with our military. So now at that point they're weaker, and our military can put their boots on the ground. Now we still got the reserve Antoine them on the back end that ain't doing nothing in the field.
Not Antoine.
Not Antoine now.
Antoine running.
Put them active duty members, boots on the ground. You can shoot. You ain't no tree. You can move.
Antoine, look at them. I watched Invincible.
I want to pause this. I want to pause the discussion right quick. Sage has stepped in the building. What up? What's up, Sage? Okay.
And if we find out that the bullets are piercing Viltrumite skin due to that magic, it is up. It is up. Troop boots on the ground, planes in the sky.
I feel like I would make that the last line of defense. Like
we need that to come on now. Come on now.
I feel I have two. You have one magic base user. I have two. Now, if they get through both of them, now we have a real deal problem. But I don't think they're making them through both of them.
Okay. They're not even making it through one for real, honestly.
They definitely not. That young lady on the 4th row standing next to Starfire, the seed of Trigon. Yeah.
I think on my team, Superman would die before Doctor Strange.
I believe that as well. He gonna fight valiantly.
Yeah,
he gonna fight valiantly.
With the
I see that ending. Yeah, I'm just saying it's what putting Superman against an army of Viltrumites is putting him up against a bunch of Doomsdays.
He's gonna have to do his big one. Superman, we love you. One love. But go out there and do that.
He's gonna do his best, but I just don't personally feel like he's going to be enough.
Going off what I learned today, I'm subbing Starfire for Raven on my team. Nah, because I didn't know that. I didn't.
The $2 and $1 roll. Y'all ain't want one of them characters down there.
So before we got into this, and y'all remember I did my math wrong. I thought I had $2 left instead of $3, and so if I had $2 left, I was gonna put Deadpool because I wanted him to protect Batman. But when I found out I had $3 left, I said, "Oh, Green Lantern, send him to space."
See, if I only had $1, I'd be like, maybe Mystique could come up in there, get on their ship, and dress up as a Viltrumite and try to do something. But that's all I could see out of that row.
But
based on my knowledge.
But didn't Jay tell us on the X-Men review, King, that she can't mimic their abilities though?
Yeah, she can't mimic abilities.
So as soon as they punch her, she's gone. She's done.
Yeah, her jaw loose.
She's gonna have to be real good. But I feel like, I would say this though, Mystique is really good at espionage. So I feel like she might be able to infiltrate them for a real good time before they figure out she's not actually a
go to breaking her back in.
Yeah. Because that's what's gonna happen. And if you send Mystique, it's a done. You're going in. You're not coming back out.
Yeah, she not.
Know that, but she go in.
She need to put on the microphone, talk to Batman and Iron Man, say what she.
Yeah, but she'll be able to give y'all the information though.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how are you? But my thing is how are you going to get her up there? So if they're flying from space, are you going to let the Viltrumites touch the ground? Because if she can't mimic their abilities, how is she going to get with them?
Yeah.
Give her Iron Man suit.
You gonna pull up?
Give her Iron Man suit.
See, she's so done. She's so done. She's so good.
Good thing I ain't have $1 left.
I know to say somebody pick Thor and Asgard. Thor.
Okay, so here's my thing. I wasn't picking anybody on the $10 list.
Me neither.
Because then that was going to limit me into spending on the lesser end of this budget list or doing what you did and only having 2 people. And I didn't want a 2-people team. I didn't want a sorry team with one powerhouse, and I didn't want a 2-people team. So I wasn't touching nobody on the $10 row.
I didn't want a 2-people team either.
I wasn't scared. I didn't want
to. Supergirl was as strong as Superman. I was like, she can be my first line of defense. I just got to figure out what I can get. She
just ain't got the battle IQ for me. Like, she's strong, but when it comes down to battle strategy, she lacking compared to her cousin.
It just depends. It depends on what feats you look at. Like, my favorite version of Supergirl is the one from Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, and she got trained on Apocalypse with them Furies, which is half of the reason she was able to whoop Darkseid's ass like that at the end of the movie. But I feel you coming from the standpoint of that. In most, like, when she shows up, she don't be having no sense. She just got strength and laser beams. But I feel like it's how you see her. If this is a seasoned Supergirl, I think she got it.
A little season foul.
Yeah.
And you know what? Just in case, Sage, since you there, let us know who your team is for $15.
Who is protecting Earth Sage?
Speak now, forever hold your peace. But yeah, I was gonna say I think Thor. I ain't want to pick Thor.
The god.
Thor is a god. He is a Norse god, and his the battle IQ on this page, you could say Thor has the highest.
He's super fast too. He has a lot of stuff.
But I don't know. Thor probably would have been a good choice, especially if he bring out them Valkyrie them on them horses and his brother them, his daddy.
But my other thing with Thor though is that you have to. He's not. He's one of them people who's not from here.
Yeah, he's not.
Oh, she froze.
I thought it was me.
And she's just sitting here like this, like.
Oh, she. But I wish she had a something to put up to let everybody know that we'll be right back. Oh, there she go.
There I go. The internet went out. Your internet didn't go out. My internet just went out.
It did
for a little bit.
That basement got a signal.
Well, we back up and running now. But what I was going to say though, Say said he taking Superman, Iron Man, and Deadpool.
Get him out of here.
I feel like my team better than that.
I feel like them Viltrumites gonna tear Deadpool apart. And even though Deadpool does have regeneration, I just don't feel like he'll be able to regenerate fast enough.
Yeah.
This
Superman and Black Adam.
I feel like they'll clash.
Sage, did you hear our teams earlier? Were you able to make it and hear our teams?
Yeah. Is she froze again or is that me?
No, she got your signal work. She just got a bad signal.
It's all
I don't know
friend.
what's going on, but I got the Ethernet cord plugged up to the thing. Looks my Ethernet cord going bad. I don't know.
Well, let's
Sage
give
said he
Sage.
didn't see who we picked.
Okay.
All right, I got you. You want to say him internet?
Not I was sadly listening to Meg.
Not sadly. Why sad?
Not
No,
sadly.
we ain't got to get into that.
We losing the plot. When King say we losing the plot. But all right. So starting with King. King chose Superman and Doctor Strange. Ron chose Supergirl, Starfire, Iron Man, and Batman. I chose Doctor Strange, Raven, Batman, and Green Lantern.
When it came to choices, King was going to utilize Doctor Strange's book to figure out what to do.
The Dark Hole.
Man, hold him off.
Yeah,
my plan was that
he gonna get that book.
My plan was that while Supergirl's on the front line, Starfire's back up, Iron Man and Batman are trying to find plans and send out weapons to distract. And Foop's plan is that she got their magic users, and they're going to get the job done while Green Lantern holding them back with his will with a wall around Earth.
Period. If there's a will, there's a way.
Man, do any of these heroes and villains got assistants? That would be interesting.
Now, I was gonna ask Spook this before we started, but can we ask them to pull resources in? Because if we pull them resources in, I'm telling Superman to call the Justice League.
Well, that wouldn't be fair because then I could just pick Rogue. Because then I could just pick Rogue and call the whole X-Men. No, we not.
I'll tell Batman to call the Justice League and Iron Man to call the Avengers.
The resources that belong to them. So with Batman, that's all of his tech, all of his technology.
Now my friend go again. Y'all don't talk about
Batman need to give you some technology for your internet.
Darkseid said he don't know who the Viltrumites are. It's all right, Sage.
You ain't watched Invincible, Sage? The villains, Omni-Man and his people. I thought Sage came on here saying he watched Invincible.
Yeah. He just said he don't know who the Viltrumites are. Maybe he didn't know that's what they were called. They're called the Viltrumites.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she froze again.
Oh, he only seen season 1. So Sage, imagine if Omni-Man's whole empire, let's say 500 to 1,000 people strong, came up in here. Not on Omni-Man's level. Let's say they're at least his son's level, and he's the max.
You said that was years ago. Well, while we wait for Food to get her internet connection together up there.
Follow the Blur Mob on Instagram, on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Threads. We everywhere. We got new episodes coming up. It's been a lot of video game news. Summer Game Fest, Ubisoft Forward, Xbox Showcase. You know we're going to be talking about it in the next episode. Make sure to donate to that Ko-fi link because obviously we got some tech issues. We need to pay that tech debt. We need to get up out of here. King need a better camera. I need a better computer. It do look a little, blurry right now. It ain't blurry, like you got a fingerprint on the screen.
No, who got a fingerprint?
Yes, it do. It look a little faded. It look like it's a little faded.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you now.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with my internet. I'm finna end the episode. They got one more time.
Don't do that.
No, I'm just kidding.
But yes, they're basically like Superman without the laser beams and the
ice breath.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically the only thing Superman else. He got his laser beams, ice breath.
Which is why I picked the magic, folks.
Yeah, I threw a magic user on my team because I knew they weren't gonna know nothing about that magic. I know Doctor Strange coming out there with them circles. They weren't gonna know nothing about that.
They want on my squad. They not even gonna see Doctor Strange or Raven. Stuff just gonna start happening.
Just happening as they.
It's just stuff just gonna start happening.
Yeah, since you told me about the magic, I'm subbing Starfire for Raven. I didn't know her game. So that's my real team.
So to answer Sage's question about is their weakness magic, I'm going off the assumption if we're looking at Viltrumites as mini Supermans, one of Superman's greatest weaknesses is magic. So if we're going off of that,
but what if they not though? What if they not susceptible to magic like Superman? What if we think that
we can still send them to another dimension?
We can do that. The magic will still be more efficient.
My whole thing is that my magic users weren't touching the Viltrumites. Now, if I had sent them to the front lines, your argument would be valid. Because what if they do hit them with a little whoosh whoosh? Then nothing happens. Then yeah, we're
not
fucked.
whoosh whoosh.
Then we're fucked. But
Say
they weren't fighting them foes. He said he'll pick Doctor Strange, Doomsday, and Black Adam. Now, Doomsday, he's strong. Doomsday scares me because he is a mindless creature. Like, yes, he likes to fight, and yes, he's going to keep fighting until his opponent is done, but he's not controllable, and that's the part that scares me. He does not have a conscience.
He might just fight whoever in his vicinity.
That's what I'm saying.
Just
like he throwing the cards with the people in it. Yes, he's fighting the Viltrumites, but he's harming the humans.
Doctor Strange gonna put him in a portal, send him out there, and say, "Go do what you do against the Viltrumites," and him and he's just gonna figure it out in the background.
Hey, if we send Doomsday to space, if we just send him to space and he just cut up in space, I'm all for it.
Man,
and what Sage said, and I think you just said it too, Ryan. If Doctor Strange can put some spell on Doomsday to be like, you listen to me, I just need you to do this one. Like, he Jedi mind trick his ass and be like, I just need you to do this one thing. Y'all got it.
Look, that's
y'all want to hear why
Yoda on here.
Y'all want to hear why I'm not picking Bane? Bane is for the funniest reasons. Because as soon as they pull them tubes out his back, he's done.
Yeah.
And they would rip. It'll be Omni-Man who would do it too.
They're gonna be like, what are these? What are these? And he's done. That was the reason why I wasn't picking Bane.
Yeah. Who would y'all say is the most useless or waste of money person on this whole list? Out of everybody on this list, who would be the most waste of money?
Green Arrow.
I was
gonna say either him or Ra's al Ghul.
I was gonna say Raish before Green Arrow.
Don't Ra's al Ghul at least got like a school of assassins with him or something?
But we said we.
But he's human. He's humans though.
I thought y'all said we come.
Green Arrow human too, ain't it?
But okay, let me rewind. Ra's al Ghul, the best thing I've seen this man do is fight with a sword. Green Arrow has made arrows with kryptonite in them. Like, he can customize his arrows to do different things. So if he needs to prep, if Batman comes to Green Arrow, or if we come to Green Arrow and say we're basically fighting an army of Supermans, I know he has something for Superman, and it's probably gonna work on them Viltrumites. I go to Ra's al Ghul, he's gonna pull out a sword, and I'm gonna be like, okay, now what?
Now what?
I really don't even see him fight a lot. Like, I remember from the Batman animated series is what you were saying, he usually sent the assassins after Batman. He did fight a couple times, but I'm just gonna say this though. He gonna cut up and he not gonna be able to make it to that Lazarus pit to come back and start over.
Yeah, he not.
I would say, but if I was to pick Ra's al Ghul would be in charge of getting everybody to safety, because I know he got some underground bunkers. The way that man be hiding in them caves, if I was to put Ra's al Ghul on my team, he's going to help with evacuation. He's not fighting those Viltrumites. And the thing about Ra's al Ghul, even though Ra's al Ghul is a villain, he is not a fond of senseless murdering, senseless killing. So if there's anything he could do to like protect the human race, it may not be good. Like, that's his thing, that it may not be good, like morally good. But yeah, he gonna take one for the team.
What's wrong with Captain America? Captain America
can't fly. He's getting toe up. He's getting toe up.
The fact that he even
he gonna throw that shield at one of them Viltrumites. It might be one of the few things that cover.
Hey, if I find out that I don't want to say what is vibranium.
Is it vibranium?
If vibranium can cut through a Viltrumite.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
we might have to take them to Wakanda. We might have to pull up in Wakanda.
Yeah, we might have to. Yeah.
If we saying there is a weakness for Viltrumites, that might be it. That might be like the one metal or something that could cut their skin without superhuman force.
And I could see that because it's not a regular metal. Like we would have to have like what's this Game of Thrones Valerian steel? Like, we gotta have something crazy.
Yeah.
See, now that's why I'll be happy to have Iron Man, because Iron Man might consider that since he know about Black Panther and all of them. Be like, hey, bro, I know you got at
They is
least one
not
or two
giving. They is
vibranium
not
suits.
giving that. They is not giving that man no more vibranium.
Nothing. They already
Nothing.
said that.
I'm sorry to tell you.
Him and Batman just got to break in. Black Panther ain't dead anyway. He ain't on the list.
I
He ain't
I
on the
would want
list.
to see if Batman would try to pull out Kryptonite and see what it does to the
That's what I
Viltrumite.
was thinking. Kryptonite.
I can see him doing that too.
Because he's made Kryptonite bullets. I mean, they can imbue it on the weapons and see what happens.
Yeah. I'm Southern Raven for Starfire, and I'm gonna stick. That's my team. Supergirl, Raven, Batman, and Iron Man.
Right? Say said once Iron Man battery run out is over. Now, if he got that nano suit, oh my God, what if they pull his chest thing?
I wouldn't want him on the front lines anyway. Iron Man got to be like, I want to say in the bunkers, but he would be like way in the back figuring it out.
And I'm telling you, the Viltrumites are going to go for it. They're going to look at, they're going to go for his chest. They don't even know that that's his life force. They just want to pull the thing out.
They just gonna punch a hole through it just for the.
That's gonna be bad business. Yeah, put him in. He the guy in the chair. Put him in the computer.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want them outside. Like if Supergirl can off of Viltrumite, hopefully she can like fly back, get into Batman and Iron Man and do some detective work, autopsy, figure out how you can get the rest of them, and they need to stay in the hospital somewhere hidden.
I feel like if they capture one, then maybe the magic folks can start making duplicates.
Raven can do that?
I don't know. I like to find out.
Got Doctor Strange and that Darkhold
but Doctor Strange can make multiples of himself. Yeah. We've seen that in Infinity War. So unless there's just some reason why he can't do it to anybody else, if he can make duplicates of himself, I can see him making duplicates of other folks.
Yeah. Portia, what about Ro? Why you do my Southern Belle? Why you put her up there?
For the same reason I wasn't. They're going to. First of all, she has to. Okay, so Rogue already has the powers of Captain Marvel, so she can fly and she got super strength. But I just feel like they're gonna overpower my girl. It's the same reason I didn't want to pick Supergirl. I feel like they're just gonna overpower my girl.
Yeah.
But she is strong though. Y'all saw her in X-Men 97 holding up a meteor.
Say that they're gonna reduce the thing to sand.
Yeah,
they're just gonna keep punching and be like, "What type of creature are you?" And then break them down.
Then Crunch, are you rocks?
I think Rogue probably would have stood it. She probably would. I don't know.
I feel like they would have overpowered her.
Yeah, they would have overpowered her.
And then her biggest and then her mutant abilities. I feel like Rogue is stronger than the Viltrumites. It's just the fact that it's so many of them, and touching them would be pointless because she gets nothing from that.
It feels like
I feel like she can go up there, she can grab one, suck their life force out, and show the other ones, "Bitch, don't touch me." Maybe they'll shake them up a little bit to give her a little time.
But do you not feel like? Do you feel like the Viltrumites will hold off because of that? Or would they be so true to their mission that they would just send a subset? Like, we know the risk, but we need y'all to take her down. Whatever it takes.
They might still send them out, girl, Rogue.
If Rogue had a partner, do you feel like if Rogue had Supergirl and Doctor Strange suck some abilities, but also have Supergirl fight and have Doctor Strange doing his flippy magic,
then maybe they might have a chance.
Okay, maybe if I did my team with my plan and sub out Rogue for Superman, maybe it'll work better like that. Because even if I do the spell that deafens people's powers that are not Earthborn, Rogue is Earthborn, so she's gonna be at full potential.
So she gonna her powers, but other than her mutant abilities, her powers of flying and super strength, I think, came from Captain Marvel. But technically, Captain Marvel is from Earth.
But I'm saying then Rogue, she's still Earthborn though. So
it wouldn't touch her regardless.
Yeah, it wouldn't touch her. So she's still gonna be good, and she just fight a bunch of flies.
So you have a dampen. So who are you sending? So are you gonna send Supergirl? So you're gonna dampen Supergirl?
I was to switch out Superman for Rogue, and I have $5 left, I'll pick Black Adam. I wouldn't even pick Supergirl. I'll pick Black Adam. Black Adam, Rogue, and Doctor Strange.
Now, what if they make the only thing? I don't think they would get to him though. But I have seen, I think this might have been Injustice. I can't remember, but somebody had told Black Adam in so bad that they made him say his safe word. They
Was
told
that
him
Superman?
in. I can't. It might have been Superman, but you remember they told him in so bad that they made him say his safe word and release his godlike powers.
And Injustice.
That might have been.
Made him do that. He whipped his ass so bad.
So Black Adam works the same way as Shazam. So when they say Shazam, they powers boom.
Okay.
It's just Black
he
Adam.
Said Shazam because he got so sick of fighting. He was like, just kill me.
Or if they beat him in so bad that he's just like, if he can use the lightning bolt to hurt some of the Viltrumites if he wanted to. So if he's like on his last breath, if they're jumping this man, he's on his last breath, he could say it, and he might take out a good portion of them, but then he's done after that.
Yeah. But you know, they don't know that. So we're gonna have
They don't know that, but I'm just saying, what if it comes down to it? Like, he does it willingly.
Yeah.
Like, they beating him in so bad, and if he doesn't do something right now, they finna, tear up the whole planet. So they finna tear in Kondak. Like, he's gonna have to do something.
But I feel like with that spell Doctor Strange cast that makes the Viltrumites weaker, I think him and Rogue gonna tap through the Viltrumites, especially if they're not as strong due to that magic, and they don't know that it's due to magic, so now they're confused on why they can't lift off a car. They can still fly, but they're not as physically strong. So they're just like flying humans. They can still fight, though. They can still throw bows.
What else?
They still train in combat, but I think Rogue and Black Adam will fly through them.
I would be interested to see if your Doctor Strange spell is going to be a very specific spell, because even though Black Adam is Earthborn, his powers are not. So you're gonna have to be like real specific.
Mm-hmm. But that's how Doctor Strange do his magic anyway. Ain't that basically from Spider-Man?
I mean, and what happened in that Spider-Man movie?
That was because of Spider-Man.
And what happened in that Spider-Man? King, I see you now. Okay, we starting to spell. Wait, hold on, do this.
Before we even start, we don't get this. We gonna down.
Wait.
Start over.
So in these worlds, we the military general. We the one telling these heroes what to do. Don't put me in control. I'm say bend the knee.
Nah,
listen, we gonna get the spell together.
Hey, at the end of the whole thing, Earth Ryan was enslaved by the Viltrumites. At the end of this whole thing.
That's crazy.
I'm playing. My team played a long game. We got a detective. We got a genius. Bend the knee. They probably won't even tear up your robots. Figure out how to kill them later on.
And I don't want to be
take 3 years, 5 years, 10 years.
Ryan, that you're not thinking about, they kill their weaklings. So anybody on Earth that they deem as weaklings are going to die.
No, when it's a planet that they taken over to add to the Viltrum Empire, they're just going to send like 1 or 2 Viltrumites to basically focus as rulers and be like, hey, we're going to evolve your technology, all this other stuff, but y'all got to listen, or that's when we kill y'all off. So I'm thinking if Batman and Iron Man say we working with y'all,
I just don't see Batman doing that. Per my past reason that when Superman went rogue, he fought that man for 5 years.
Well, we'll leave him by himself, and he'll be a distraction while Iron Man planning in the background and got Raven as Supergirl.
And I feel like your team is dysfunctional.
I
feel like your team is very dysfunctional.
Yeah, they're gonna tear each other up from the inside. But let me ask y'all this: who is somebody that y'all wish was on this list?
Scarlet Witch.
Professor X.
Say that.
It'd be over. It would be so over. Yeah. It would be so over.
I would say either Scarlet Witch or Jean Grey with the Phoenix. Either one of them two, because Jean Grey gonna cut up too.
From what I know, I was thinking Professor X, because most of them Viltrumites, if we talk about magic and everything else, he can. I'll have them fight against each other.
Yeah, he can cut up. Yeah,
so Jean too. But I would pick Jean Grey. Yeah. If it was between Professor X and Jean Grey, I'm picking Jean Grey because not only is she a mega level telepath in the Phoenix Force,
and she's, I think, a mega level telekinetic too.
Yeah, all that this way.
Okay, I see what y'all was saying. She's Professor X. She's Professor X plus someone.
Yeah, fight too. So
she got extra stuff.
Okay, I would agree to that. If Jean Grey was like a 10, yeah, I can see that.
Extra stuff. Because Charles is very strong, but he's gonna have to sit in that chair.
Yeah, he's gonna have to sit down and focus.
And you're gonna have to spend your money to get somebody to protect him, because when he's in that telepathic state,
Yeah,
he
he's
can't
very
defend. He
vulnerable.
can't defend his surroundings.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have to spend
extremely
extra
vulnerable.
money just to have somebody to be in front of
Okay.
him.
I'll say Jean Grey then. Okay. Because I feel like
I'm
that
trying to think
telepathy, if you can get them to fight each other, I feel like that's going to be how Invincible ends. We got the Viltrumite, we took him down from the inside out type stuff.
I'm trying to think of somebody from DC that we didn't put that I would like to see up there.
The
I would
Flash
probably
can
like to
just
see
run back
Barry
in
Allen.
time over and over
Barry
again.
Allen.
Yeah, the
Barry
Flash.
Allen. If it
He
gets
gonna
to
tear.
the
He gonna
nitty-gritty,
tear up
he
the
gonna run back in
timeline.
time.
He gonna tear up the
I want to give a
timeline.
man a fuck. If stuff gets to the nitty-gritty, Barry, you need to run.
I would like to see. I would like to see what he could do with the Speed Force.
Yeah, he can do some. Yeah, he real strong.
Because he can do some crazy stuff. He can do some crazy stuff with the Speed Force.
He making traps on the Viltrumites in the Speed Force.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see what he can do with that.
Yeah.
Dr. Fate got anything cool with his magic?
Yeah, he magic based. I would say everybody who's magic based that's not on here, I would want.
Yeah.
So Zatanna,
Constantine,
Dr. Fate, Constantine, Etrigan, we already got Raven in here. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember them, yeah.
So like that whole Justice League Dark Squad, y'all come with me.
We gonna figure something out. I feel that.
And Wanda, and I'm a lot of Wanda that said they took her babies. I'm gonna say the Viltrumites got your babies. Go get your children.
I don't even think you would have to say. I don't even think you would have to say all of that.
Put Thanos on here with all the stones and just wish the Viltrumites away.
Thanos not from here. That's my whole thing with people that's not from Earth. They have no reason
to help. Okay. Yeah, Thanos.
Okay. I give Iron Man at his peak. He got the glove with all the stones. Like, hey, worst call. We ain't got nothing.
His peak free. That might have been his. Well, not his lowest, but
I mean, it's gonna get the job. It's gonna get the job done. But he's going. Yeah. I feel like that got to be your last play.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna be in the room.
Otherwise, you lost your resource.
Yeah. I'll just have him there. Be like, hey, talk to Pepper, figure it out.
My thing is that. Are you assuming that he's already going to have the glove with the stones, or in your 24-hour prep period, they got to go get the stones?
Listen.
He got the stones, and he got to figure out if he's going to do it or not. He's just gonna be sitting there with the government just sitting there like, if I got to do it, I got to do it.
He gonna have to, because Thanos without them stones, in my opinion, without them stones, he kind of useless. He can fight.
I mean, he's still strong. He's whole thing, Thanos can't fly. I need people who
get in the air, get on that air.
Yeah, they can get in the air. If we gonna pick, if you gonna send people to go toe to toe with the Viltrumites, I would like somebody who can meet them in space before they touch atmosphere.
That's fair.
Let me step out my spaceship. No, they need to see you leave the atmosphere and meet them in the galaxy.
So I'm
assuming
out there
near Jupiter somewhere.
So if this was a teams thing, I'm assuming y'all saying which team is the best bet? Avengers, X-Men, or Justice League? Y'all assuming X-Men because of Jean Grey?
Depends on what version of each
team. It depends on the version of each team.
Yeah, because if we got the Avengers, I want Avengers with psychotic Scarlet Witch who mind not on her head right, but I don't want Avengers with Scarlet Witch
that ain't a version of Avengers.
Listen, but I don't want the Avengers they found when they just found Scarlet Witch.
My whole thing, but the thing is that, and if y'all read the comics, let me know if I'm wrong, but I think in the comics they keep Scarlet Witch very close to the X-Men. But the reason they put her in the Avengers and MCU is because they didn't own X-Men at the time.
Mm-hmm.
She stays real. She stays. I usually see her closer aligned to the X-Men than I do the Avengers.
Get the Fantastic Four of the Silver Surfer out here.
That Silver Surfer is not part of the folks' team. He's not from here.
I would say if we just could pick a team, I would probably say the X-Men. If we had 24 hours per time, X-Men first and Justice League second. Just because Batman gonna do his big one.
I would say it depends on what version of the Justice League, because some versions of the Justice League have magic users.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick X-Men. I'm gonna tell my girl Storm to sit at home because we don't need you getting touched, baby. You need to sit at home with some wine.
We just need
help evacuate. That's what you
if
do.
say some inspirational speeches.
Yeah, we don't need you. Even though you can fight and you're very powerful, I would hate to see you go. I would hate
Yeah.
to see you go.
Are there any X-Men like outside of Jean Grey who are like near Superman's strength? Or who could fit in that $5 role just off strength alone?
Juggernaut's strong. Once he gets started, can't nothing stop him. So if
Yeah.
he get a good running start, man, ain't gonna be able to stop him.
I don't know too. I know the thing about X-Men is that it's so many of them.
It's so many, yeah.
It's so many of them that I can't think. I can only think of like the main ones that we see in the media. But I'm pretty sure there might be some that can hold it.
Yeah, they can go out there and go toe to toe.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Logan just gonna get beat.
Now that I think about it, Storm is a sorcerer. She has a bloodline of sorcerers in her bloodline. So I might send her out there to tap into that magic side, that African goddess magic side. Put that mutant side up for a minute and
we'll see. But we touched on an hour 30, y'all. Did y'all have any other statements?
I did not. This is a good discussion. This was actually fun.
I like this. I like this.
This is cool.
But like I said, before we started, let us know in the comments how you felt. This is our first Budget versus Tuesday. Let us know how you felt. Let us know if you want to see more. And we'll definitely start putting more of these together. So just to wrap this up, let me stop sharing my screen. Like I said before, guys, make sure you follow us on our social media. We're on Instagram at the Blurred Mob Pod. We're on Twitter at the Blurred Mob. You can find us on Facebook and TikTok at the Blurred Mob Podcast. Since this is your first time watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video and hit those bell notifications for future uploads. And if you're watching this on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button so you can get notified for the next time we go live. Check out our recently released episodes. We got episode 45. We did a mob review for X-Men 97 a couple weeks ago. And then just check out our previous content if this is your first time checking us out. Our spring 2024 music playlist is out. So check that out. And we got a new episode coming next week. So be prepared for that. We got a couple more comments. 5-star rating on the pod platforms, of course.
Oh, happy Men's Health Month, Sage. We out here.
Mental health.
We love our
mental health.
And happy Pride Month to all of my LGBTQ plus
Let's all join hands. Yes.
Fans out there. Big month for June. For June. So with all that being said, thank you, Ryan and King, for joining me on another episode of the Blurred Mob Podcast. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Whether you watched or listened, it is always appreciated. Thank you to everybody who was participating in the comments. And this is the mob checking out. Peace.